All right, here we go. Are we live?
We are live.
I just want to wait till people come in. People coming in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to. Hold on. I just want to make sure this is working. All right, here we go. We definitely needed a countdown.
Oh, we're here. People are here.
I'll say it. We need a countdown. Do we have people here?
Yeah.
I'm getting zeros.
Oh, we got them. What's up, chat?
What's up, chat? Hold on, chat. We're just going to let people get in here first, and then we're going to get rolling. Been so excited about this for a long time, chat. I know what you're thinking. Is he wearing a cowboy hat first show? I'm wearing a cowboy hat first show. Okay? So everyone just relax. All right, here we go. Give me like one more minute, and then we'll get going. I just want people to get in here. All right, do we have 10-4s? Chat, 10-4s? 10-4s in the chat? Chat 10-4s? Do we have 10-4s on the chat? W's in the chat. W's in the chat. All right, let's just get started. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen of the Book It Sports community, welcome to the first ever episode of the show for the rest of your lives. It's called The Morning After. Probably wondering why I called The Morning After. Tell you why. Because the mistakes you made yesterday on the board, you got a night of sleep, you get to wake up today, and they don't feel as big as they were last night because you got a fresh slate ahead of you. All right? We had the playoffs. NFL officially kicked off. Here's the thing. Mike, why are you wearing a cowboy hat? I'll tell you why. Buddies from home visiting, they were like, hey, man, we're in Texas. We want to get some cowboy hats. Went over to Cavaners, bought ourselves some fresh lids. And I'll tell you what I love most about it, Josh. By the way, Josh in studio, grins behind the scenes. We got a great show for you guys today. Nick in studio. We got a big show, NFL playoffs. We're going to talk about the slate at the end of the show. But listen, bought this cowboy hat, Josh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to the store, buy this cowboy hat. First of all, immediately, once you buy a cowboy hat, you want to use it in certain ways. You know what ways I'm talking about. But didn't get to do that yet. Hopefully, some point in my life, I'll be able to do that. But buy this cowboy hat, right? Sitting at the counter, buy the hat. First thing I wanted to do when I tried this thing on, I don't know if anyone's ever had a cowboy hat, but my God, I just wanted something so tragic to happen so I can just be like, man, my deepest consoles. You know what I mean? Condolences, you know what I mean? And then immediately putting it back on, just be like, immediately. That's all I wanted to do.
The head tilt down is what gets you, too.
That's all I wanted to do, dude. Went to the Mavs game yesterday because my buddy's like, dude, we're in Texas. We got to wear cowboy hats. Went to the Mavs game, national anthem. Literally nothing better. There's literally nothing
It's the most American thing you could possibly do.
Like, literally nothing better. You think, like, you got, like, a top 5 things of what you want to do. I'll tell you what. Number 1, should we buy a cowboy hat and just take it off your head? Like, no wonder Cowboys were, like, so polite. You know what I mean? Like, back in the day, if this was, like, immediately, like, good to see you. You know what I mean? Like, no wonder they're so polite. It just feels good. Speaking of feeling good, if you're a Texans fan, I mean, let's talk about it.
You're feeling pretty good.
You're feeling good. Did you think, if you're a Texans fan, right? Put yourself in their shoes. Miss out on Bryce Young. Probably a little bit upset. Start the year, right? CJ Stroud comes out. Meat out. You're in the playoffs. And you beat the Browns, the red hot Browns.
Yeah.
Who everyone was just assuming, including myself, was going to make it to the next round.
I actually thought that the Texans are going to make a deep run before this playoff. So me and you are not on the same page.
Here we go.
They're just good. They're a very well-rounded team. They don't seem like it on paper, but they play like it.
Without Tank Dell, I thought it was over.
Yeah, I love Tank Dell too. So I was kind of sketchy. He's good.
Kind of horny.
Yeah, and Noah Brown. Like, they have 2 of their 3 receivers aren't even playing.
Like, actually, though.
Yeah.
I think CJ Stroud, like, should we have the conversation of if he's him? He might be him.
He's him. For sure.
You think he's him?
For sure.
I'm talking, when I say him, I mean, like, top 8 quarterback in the league.
I think he is this year, for
top
sure.
5?
He's played like it. Chat, what do we think? Top 8 this year?
5?
I think he's top 5 this year. Just this year, yeah.
5?
I think he was.
CJ Stroud.
I think he was. Chat.
Gosh. I'll
top
say
5. They're saying top 5, yes.
They're saying top 5?
Top 5 easily.
They're saying top easily.
Easily.
Chat. You guys are bitching. But I'll tell you what, though. So I was thinking about it, right? I made a whole bracket for the NFL playoffs, and I had the Browns moving on. But then I woke up. I had a sneaking suspicion. I thought, you know what? Texans +2 almost feels too good. Like almost feels too good.
I mean, yeah.
Nuked it.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's like the most Mikey bet of all time.
Like immediately when it gets the bracket I made, nuke the Texans. If you're a Chiefs fan, is this what starts the engine? Are the engines going now?
I mean, yeah.
You get a playoff win, and do you think it's now like Chiefs? It's Chiefs time.
I feel like even if you like, even before the game, like you got Patrick Mahomes. Like, what are you really worried about?
But they were coming in bitching.
I know, but you got Patrick Mahomes. It's like he does it every year. I saw something. He's got 12 wins already, 12 playoff wins. He's in 6 seasons. He's averaging 2 playoff wins a season.
You know what the Chiefs feel like to me? The Chiefs feel like when you go out and it's like a Friday, not a Saturday, but like a Friday, and you're just like, you're not feeling good. But your buddies are like, dude, just, get a couple beers in you. You'll be feeling good. Just get a couple beers in you. I promise you your vibe's going to be good. And literally not until like 12:45 at night do you start feeling good. It's like just a little too late to be like, oh, we're about to have a banger of a night. But it's like just early enough to be like, there's some potentials that this night could go really well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what the Chiefs feel like right now. Like they waited just a little bit too long to get things started.
I mean, you might have felt like that before the game, but I feel like now, like once you win that game, you're right back on the wagon,
unfair.
right?
I don't think they should have people from Florida have to play a -30. I mean, that just feels.
I agree. It's just a weird thing. Like it's going to take a lot for them to get rid of those rules. Like,
I'm just confused. And I want your take on it because I was thinking about this as well. Why do they require, not require, but why do stadiums in really, really, really hot weather have domes, but then stadiums in really cold weather don't? It's the same thing.
Well, some of them do.
But it's the same thing.
Some of them have.
Like Vegas, they're like, dude, it's too fucking hot.
Yeah.
So like Kansas City, it's too fucking cold.
Yeah, but like Minnesota's got one. Detroit's got one.
Like they should all, I think, just dome them up.
I think you should too. I honestly think
everyone should have
I think any new stadium that's built should be a dome.
Dome.
Yeah.
Dome.
I agree.
Your pain won't stop because the Packers have won a playoff game. Like Jordan, dude, I was watching that game just thinking of Josh in the back of my head. Like Bears fans, last game of the year, you're like, dude, Justin Fields our guy. Maybe we get Marvin Harrison. Like you guys are still excited. And the Packers are still. Like I know you thought at the beginning of this season, all Bears fans out there, I know you guys sat down, got your little pens and papers out, and you wrote in your manifestation journal, this is finally the year that the Packers are going to suck. And they came out. And
they're better. They're better than they have been.
Yeah, like he's so good. Aaron Jones runs for 3 touchdowns in Dallas.
Dude, and Jordan Love just looks like Aaron Rodgers. Like just an exact replica of him.
Dotting.
I hate it.
Literally dotting. Like dotting. And I was sitting there just like, I know Josh is a mouse.
Yeah, I was.
Cowboys might have been a top 5 shit wager of all time.
Yeah, I mean that game was over. That game was over in 10 minutes.
Top 5.
It was done.
Top 5 should win. And also, by the way, I get a lot of DMs all the time. It's like, hey man, lock this in, lock that in. Where were my people telling me that Aaron Jones is from Texas, playing a playoff game in Dallas?
Do you know where he went to college?
Ooh. I do not know where Aaron Jones went to college. Nick said Oklahoma. That feels wrong.
I believe, chat. Anyone know?
I don't think it's Oklahoma. Is it Big 12?
They got it. UTEP. Gross.
That's fucking disgusting.
I could see him in a UTEP uniform now.
No, dude.
I could.
He's too good to be in a UTEP uniform. I think that'd be a waste of a UTEP uniform to have him in that. But yeah, the Packers are back. You're in moose shit. If you're a Packers fan, holy shit.
I mean,
I think even Packers fans are worried.
Yeah, dude, I would have been too. If you lost Aaron Rodgers and you got this dude who's like never really played a meaningful snap, but
and I'll tell you what, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you might want to hang that shit up. And you know what? I'll say it because I'm tired of it. It's every goddamn year. And I said it yesterday, or I said it at the bar on Sunday. Dak Prescott is not the guy.
No.
We're on like year 12 of being like Dak might be the guy. MVP year. Dak's the guy. And then what happens all year? Everyone's saying when the Cowboys do not have the lead early or don't have the lead to begin with, he has to actually play the sport of football. And he fucking sucks. He sucks.
Yeah. They're in a weird spot too, because like before the year, you think that you have every piece that you need.
You
so
do.
Like, but what do you do? But that's my point is like, you have everyone, you should have everyone that you need to win.
Literally.
But now what do you do? Like, cause like
moose shit.
They're saying like they want T Higgins. Like you need more receivers on top of the 5 guys that you already have. Like
no,
that's not going to make you any better.
No, dude.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's over. I'm so tired of it. And it happened 3 times this year. Specifically, I remember 3 times. It was his first primetime game against the Giants, which, okay, I'll give him that. He fucking spanked their ass. They're like, this is the year where Dak Prescott proves that he's elite. And then halfway through the year, it's like, this is a primetime game where Dak Prescott comes out and proves to America he's elite, loses. Like, it's just like now we're in year what, 8? This has to be the 8th year.
8 or 9, yeah.
Year 9,
yeah.
He's not elite. Fucking move on.
Yeah, I know. I think me and you we had this exact same conversation after week 1 or 2. We were like, they say this shit every single year, and then Dak somehow fucks it up at the end.
Every year. And
Or
this
they
was the
fuck it
year,
up.
dude. You get the Packers at home. Like, should have been
Yeah.
a murder.
7-point favorite.
Should have been a murder.
Yep.
You lose outright because you let up 48 points at home. As someone that had to go to that stadium in this fucking getup and watch the Jets get spanked, I can't imagine how good it felt to be a Packers fan.
Oh, it was probably unbelievable. It was probably the complete opposite of how I felt.
As a Bears fan. All right, we'll quickly go through the rest of Rams, Lions. I mean, you knew Detroit was going to win. Felt like the year of destiny for them. Jared Goff, hot girlfriend.
Well, and he's kind of
the guy can't lose.
He was kind of the Rams side chick too, so he did.
Yeah, dude, that
little
was the
revenge spot.
ultimate. Like, see what I'm doing now?
No, yeah. I
How
mean,
do you
he
like
was
this, huh?
he was thrown into that trade with Matt Stafford as just kind of like clearing cap. Like they just kind of wanted to hand him off.
People
Like that's
forget he was
literally
the
what it
number
was.
one overall pick.
Yeah.
Busted at home. Like, if
Yeah.
you're a Detroit fan, you got nothing going for you. Except now the Lions are like busting. Like, the Pistons set a record for the most losses in a row. I mean, do the Red Wings still play hockey?
I don't know.
Like, what do they do?
But the Sharks are the bad team this year.
The
They're
Sharks?
they're not like the bottom
but
of the
they're not
barrel.
the bottom of
yeah.
the barrel, right? But you got the Pistons, the Tigers.
I mean, they're
Joke.
no.
I mean, that's
They're
just
so
joke.
bad.
That's joke. But you got the Lions, so head up, Detroit. City's falling apart, but you got the Lions. Keep your head up, all right? Steelers, Bills. You knew they were gonna beat the shit out of the Steelers. That just felt like
Yeah.
that game felt like what the Packers game should have been.
Should have been. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I thought it was gonna be flipped. I thought the Steelers were gonna keep it close. Packers were gonna get blown out. Complete opposite happened.
Yeah. I mean, the
I'm a
Steelers.
horrible sports better.
Steelers have a pretty good defense. They held up, but they tried to hold up. It's
I
just
mean,
not enough.
That's not enough.
I mean,
it's
their
also
offense-
hard to play in
their
that weather. I
offense.
mean, Pittsburgh's not much nicer, but it's just hard to play in that weather.
Yeah, it is.
You know, we're trying to go to the bars. I got my buddies visiting from my hometown. Trying to go out to bars. This city is just not prepped for the cold.
No.
I mean, dude, like a negative something, or what was it, 14 degrees?
Yeah.
Every bar is outside.
Yeah. No.
Every
Not-
bar's outside. They got the
not
space heater now. It's like, dude, space heater's not doing shit.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Not
you
doing
have to stand
shit.
on the space heater
Yeah,
to feel
like I
it.
literally got to hold on to it like King
Yeah.
Kong on the Empire State Building to actually get any sort of warmth out of a space heater. Fucking hate that shit. Bucs, Eagles. Javon has to be horny.
Oh, I mean, for sure.
Dude, I mean, as a kid from the East Coast, Jets fan, I'm sorry, but there's nothing better than when the Eagles or Philly teams just crash and burn out of something in the playoffs just because their fans are so fucking funny. Like the memes, that guy, like I was just talking about this off camera. Jalen Hurts got so unlucky this year that guy on TikTok happened to do what he did and looks exactly like him. Because now it's over for Jalen Hurts. Anytime he plays horribly, that meme is surfacing.
Oh, yeah.
Of the guy going to Target,
bad, yeah.
like rooting at his TV in the first quarter. Like it's fucking over for
Have
him,
you seen the UPS worker that looks exactly like him sitting in
I was
the
like,
truck?
every time I bet on Jalen Hurts, it's like the guy in the UPS fucking outfit. But dude, I mean, the Eagles all-time collapse. Like, I don't know what happened.
Javon's cracking me up in chat. He said, Hurts pack in the air, starts setting up the tripod bozo.
Start setting up the tripod bozo. It's fucking crazy. But what happened, dude? If you're an Eagles fan, you're looking at this, like, first of all, we ended their season. When the Jets
Yeah, when
beat
they
the
beat
Eagles,
them, yeah.
it was fucking over.
Yeah.
Like, if there's one thing that Zach Wilson, that's why I get to be on this mic stand. If there's one thing Zach Wilson did really well, ended the Eagles season. Almost the franchise. Sirianni's going to get fired.
Yeah.
Jason Kelsey's going to retire.
Yeah.
The fan base is out on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
AJ Brown unfollowed everyone. He's probably out the door. Like, it is over. Jover. It's Jover.
It is over. I mean, they're like in the same situation as the Cowboys. Like, yeah, you could fire your coach, but like you have the guys, or you should have the guys. Like, what do you do? And you just paid your quarterback $45 million a year.
Like, you have the guys.
And now he's not playing at an elite level at all. So I don't know what you do with that team.
Dude, and when we were watching the game a little bit, and one of my buddies said, like, Jalen Hurts has to have a really bad injury. Like, it
Oh,
has
for
to be
sure.
way worse than what we know. And I wouldn't be shocked if he's playing through because Jalen Hurts. I feel like the guy would play through if he had one leg. So I do respect Jalen Hurts. But, dude, at some point, man.
I mean, dude, he had a dislocated middle finger on his throwing hand. So,
Yeah,
like,
that's tough.
And he did it last week.
And you guys
so,
are out here taking Eagles -3. You guys are out here taking the Eagles -3. The writing was on the wall, man. No. The writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
The minute A.J. Brown unfollowed everyone, done.
Well, and
done.
And Baker in a big game. Baker low-key kind of shows up in big games.
Let's refocus here. If you're a Bucs fan, oh my bust. Like, Baker Mayfield just won you a playoff game.
Yeah. Dude, and he looked
good. Baker elite?
And
he looked so
he had
good,
two throws to Mike Evans that could have gotten him 120 more yards. That deep ball, like, to the pylon on the right side, was like 60 yards, just straight through his hands. Then I think one down like the left side of the sideline.
Shout out Mike Evans. That was my square for the BTL boys.
Did it hit?
No, he had like one catch for 20 yards.
I was gonna say
blew it.
That would have hit though.
I took like genuine time out of my day to chef up a square, and then went on BTL and was like, "Listen, it's Mike Evans, everything." Guy, like, I'm pretty sure he finished with one catch. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think he had one catch for 20 yards, and I was like, "Javon, you take it any way you want. Touchdown, receptions, yards, fantasy score. Like, it's a Mike Evans day." Like, dude, one catch, bro?
He might have had more than one.
I don't know. Look it up. I'm not even
either
kidding.
way.
I'm gonna look right now. I think it was like one catch for 20 yards. I'm not kidding.
I got you right now. One catch for 20 yards.
3 catches, 48 yards. And that's
3 catch, 48.
It's not even close.
Yeah, no.
Not even close. Doesn't get you.
But he would have had 4 for like 100 if he would have caught that one.
Yeah, well, just my fucking luck. Welcome to the show, Josh. This happens to me every goddamn day. I wake up and try to bet on sports.
Fair enough.
Speaking of, though, I did want to give a quick shout out. The BTL boys are on fucking fire.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I don't know. I've never seen a performance like this in my life.
They're printing.
Like, I've never seen it before.
Especially to start the year. I think they started off 9-0 on the squad ride.
And then you're like, okay, these guys are making some noise. I'm gonna go follow this guy, Krabs Betts. Goes on an insane college basketball run. And every time I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be on the opposite side of him, when someone's red hot like that, you just got to chalk it up to the game when you got the other side. Yeah, I'd wake up and be like, dude, feeling so good about Washington. Check Crab's Twitter. He's got UCLA. It was over. Like, it's over. Like, I already clicked submit in the book. Bookie's already hounding me. Like, I already know it's over.
It's like 8:30 a.m. and you're like, God.
I was sending out Venmos early. The minute I saw Crabs on the other side, I was like, hey, man, I'm just going to send you the 100 now because it's over.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get it back. Like, I just knew it was over.
It's done.
Javon, though, I've never seen Prize Picks performances like Javon Deeb.
Like who?
Javon Deeb. The kid, dude, I'll wake up in the morning, it's like getting the crusty side of my hand. I'll grab my phone, I'll open Twitter, and it'll be like Javon Deeb being like, tell me why today is Greg Jennings' day at 50 years old. And it's like his square for like 4 receiving yards. Yeah. And then like after the game, I check Twitter and it's just Javon. Bang! He's got like 9 yards. Like, dude, what the fuck? How the fuck do you find this shit? Like, you got to be so deep in that lab.
Just the most disgusting squares.
Like, it's foul.
But they're free.
Dude, it's always so foul.
Yeah.
It's like some random ass guard on Pitt, like playing the best defense in the country. I'll be like, I'll tell you what, it's Carlington's day. Kid has like 30 points.
More than 1.5 threes.
Yeah. So something
He'll take
weird.
like 3 and just bang 2 of them.
Something
easy.
So weird. You got the yin, you got the yang. Trent did a 24-hour stream.
I was just going to bring that up.
Let's give it up for him.
That was on my list for things we got to talk about. Is the 0-17.
Can we give that up for him real quick? Give it up for Trent, guys. Shout out Book with Trent. There is nobody in the world that gets paid to be worse at their job than Book with Trent.
Not a single.
You can't name a single guy.
No,
you can't name a single guy.
Maybe Dak Prescott. That's about it.
Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott both just lost playoff games. Probably deserve to get paid for how well they play.
Yeah.
There's no one on the earth that is worse at their job that gets paid than Book with Trent.
I'm trying to think.
You can't.
Honestly can't.
No, you can't.
I can't.
You can't. Unless it's like a volunteer and they're not getting paid. You know what I mean? Like a volunteer should get paid more than what Book gets paid for how bad he is at his job. I mean, that's an incredible performance, dude.
0-17. 24 hours. Didn't hit a bet.
Didn't hit a bet.
I feel like that's hard.
That's a bet.
That's almost more impressive than hitting one of them. Like hitting none's more impressive than hitting one.
Like at that point,
it's like if you just took the other side of all your bets, you would have went undefeated. You would have never
like, oh, yeah. At some point, you just got to start fading yourself. Like when you start typing in to your Twitter machine, I'm nuking and you already have an idea in your mind, take the opposite.
Yeah, just
say at that
flip
point,
that script.
when you're 0-8, you got to change something up.
Yeah,
you got to change something.
I think once you hit the double digits, once you get to 10,
then
dude. Like that's the last, that's the last number you can hit before you start fading.
And once you get to 10, let's have a mental check in here. Maybe we take off a couple games on the slate. We don't just throw units away, dude. 17, 0-17,
just all that red
in a 24-hour stream. How do you go to bed after that? I know he spanked. You gotta. I'm sorry, but you gotta. I mean, after a performance like that, I mean, you gotta.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta. I mean, the head is just so fucked. You guys, something's got to give, man. Something's got to give. He probably had the most depressing tub.
Oh, for sure. He got in the bath. Yeah,
24-hour stream, looking all fucked up, eyes are bloodshot. He hopped in that tub and was just like,
a little chop and sat in the tub for 4 hours, probably.
Literally chop and stopped in the tub, then drained the water and was like, I was ribbling out good at bed. That's what happened.
For sure.
He might have turned on like Thunder highlights, just like watch something good before he went to bed. God, I mean, Trent, we gotta have a serious discussion. 0-17, but 24-hour stream. 24-hour stream. Come on, man.
All right, we only got like 15 more minutes in here.
Yeah, what in the world? Tell me what's going on, and then we're gonna go to, and then we'll.
I just got one more thing other than Trent's 24-hour stream, but did you see?
We'll make it quick.
Did you see the Chargers tweet about interviewing Harbaugh? They tweeted as if like they signed somebody, and it says like, we have officially finished an interview with Harbaugh. It's like, who does that? But who does that? Like,
there is no franchise.
You interviewed somebody.
Dude, there is no franchise that does it worse than the Chargers across the board. There is just no franchise that does it worse than the Chargers across the board in all areas.
It's just such a weird thing. I don't even care if it's for every coach. Like, that's just a weird thing to do.
That's like some Jets behavior. But you know what? I'll tell you what. It's coming from someone, and I think you should understand.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Coming from someone from a just starving fan base, like just a starving fan base. Stuff like that gets you excited.
No, yeah.
If I saw the Jets tweet, they're like, "Hey, man, we just interviewed Harbaugh." I'd be like, "Fuck, we just interviewed Harbaugh."
Yeah, like if I saw,
like you got nothing going for you.
You're right, but I still think that is weird to do. Like, but I guess you're right. Like if I saw the Bears like tweet out like we just interviewed Bill Belichick,
you'd be like, dude, we're gonna interview Bill Belichick. You'd be texting to your buddies, be like, fucking Bill was in the building.
Forget I just fucking said any of that. We're good.
You'd be excited. You'd be like, dude, Bill was in the building.
Yeah.
Bill saw the culture from inside the building. No, I mean, it's terrible. Being from a starving fan base, just there's nothing worse.
Yeah, it's not fun.
The worst things get you excited. We're trading Zach Wilson. We as the Jets. Saw it coming.
Yeah, I mean,
just draft Michael Penis. That's all I want.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years behind Aaron Rodgers, we got Jordan Love.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Any quarterback.
That'd be fun.
So Aaron Rodgers stays healthy.
Yeah. JJ?
Oh, no.
No. Yeah.
No,
okay, good.
No.
Right.
Unless we want to run the. Then no. Yeah. No. Not doing that. All right. Let's talk about the slate. We got some slate surfing to do. We got 3 segments on slate surfers. We got go through the slate really quick. I'm going to do college basketball. Then we got the plan B. And then we got it's already locked.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's rock and roll. Chat, we want to be really interactive on this part. So if you guys have any plays, start dropping them now. Josh will call them out as we go. Here's the thing. All right. We call it the gut check. I'm not going to lie. Might have done some research prior, but normally it's just going to be my first time looking at the slate, right? We're waking up together. We're looking at the slate. It's a Tuesday. All right. We're going to figure it out together. The gut check begins now. I'm taking Florida on the road plus 9.5. Florida. I feel like they match up well against Tennessee. That feels like a big spread, which makes you want to take Tennessee.
Yeah.
And that feels like I'm going to open up BTL right after this ends, and they're going to be on Tennessee.
Oh, for sure.
Like, play of the day. Squad ride Tennessee. But we're going to be the knights in shining armor that take Florida plus 9.5 on the road.
Okay.
Because why not?
It's moved up to 10, too.
Huh?
It's at 10. Moved up.
All right, so what you're not going to do is take Florida today.
Yeah.
Okay, you just get stay off that game. There's no point. It's too many points. Weird spread. If anything, you take Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right? If anything.
Yeah. What are we even talking about in chat taking Florida?
Yeah. Who did that? Who brought that up? Who brought that up? I want them banned. Whoever did that.
I think that was Javon.
Butler plus 5.5. I'll tell you what, this team's really sneaky. They love to cover spreads. I don't think Xavier is that good of a basketball team.
I don't think so.
I will not be talking about the team that wears black and white that hails from the state of Rhode Island after what happened. But I don't think they're that good.
Okay.
I don't think they're good.
I don't think
Butler
they're
plus
good.
5.5.
I agree.
Also, DJ Davis follows me on Instagram. Great guy. Probably going to take his points again today on Prospects. I really want to fade Cincinnati. I'm not going to. Our favorite fade of the day, favorite fade of the week. The Mizzou Tigers are playing basketball.
The
Mizzou Tigers are playing basketball.
Alabama minus 14.5 is a whale.
That's a free bet.
Yeah.
We got certain systems. When Mizzou's playing basketball, fade them.
That is also the auto lock. the over in that game.
Oh, the over in that game.
160.5. That's the highest total.
Auto lock. I also don't mind Wake Forest money line at plus chicken. I'll be honest. I like that Wake Forest team. I think the line's moving towards NC State. I know Javon is just sitting there writing down all my plays, just excited to fade him. All right, you little fucking bastard. I know you are. I know that's what he's doing over there. That's the only reason he tuned in. Duke and Easy minus 3.5. I don't mind that. If Day Grant gets going, you could have a ball game. If not, it's fucking chalked. Baylor, Kansas State. I kind of want to take that over. Let's take the Baylor, Kansas State over. We'll keep it quick. Wisconsin minus 5.5. Penn State's a moose shit program. Iowa State plus 4.5. South Carolina minus 6.5. Texas A&M by a literal million. Arkansas is the worst team in the SEC, and I'm tired of losing money.
They're not good.
Texas A&M money line.
How is Arkansas not good, though?
I'll fucking see you later. I'll literally see you later. All right, give me our plan B.
Okay.
And then an already locked. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Welcome to the morning after. Thank you for tuning into the first show. I promise you this is going to be the biggest show on the internet by the time we're done, and it's all set. We got two things on this show. We got a plan B. You might go, Mike, what's a plan B? Here's what a plan B is. When everything goes wrong during your night and your day of betting, and you get to the end of the night where you take out your phone and you text your buddies like, yo, what's getting it all back? The morning after plan B is getting it all back. It's the last game on the board. And we're going to tell you what side to pick. What's the game?
The last game on the board is Utah State versus New Mexico.
And we have a Chelly system.
Really?
A favorite at home against a ranked team.
Utah State's ranked?
16.
New Mexico's not?
No.
It doesn't say it on here. And New Mexico's minus 6. Holy
The plan B is New Mexico minus 6. It's got to be New Mexico minus 6.
Yeah, I agree.
Your plan B.
That is crazy, though. It's a huge spread.
That's fucking. Yeah. No, someone's got to be out for Utah State.
Yeah, let's go.
The plan B is New Mexico minus 6. When you get to the end of the night and you've already donated.
Oh, ref, shut up.
You pull up your phone, you click New Mexico, and you take the minus 6. And then you go to bed and you wake up in the morning, either it worked or it didn't. Doesn't matter. You got a night of sleep. All right. All right. It's already locked. We're going to do it every day on the show. Doesn't matter what sport. It's going to be college basketball. College basketball is going on. The largest over on the board. We take it every time.
That is the Missouri Tigers.
No
and
way.
Alabama. That's what I was saying. And Alabama Crimson Tide.
All right.
160.5.
The it's already locked play of the day. The largest over on the college basketball board. Alabama, Missouri. You take it every day. It's all Josh and I do is we blind bet the biggest over on the board. You don't watch it. You don't cap it. Just click the button and you move on. It's already locked. All right. So when your buddies are like, yo, what do you got locked in? It's already locked. The biggest over on the college basketball board. All right. It's the overs on the morning after. It's what we do. It's actually what we do really well.
Yeah. I feel like
there's no one that does it better.
For those of you who don't know, we ran a couple pilot episodes before this, just testing it out.
It was like 5 and out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it missed.
It didn't. Yeah, I don't think it missed at all.
I genuinely
maybe 4 now. I think it was 4 now because we only did 4. Yeah, 4 now. But still, I mean, we were cooking.
Well, the play of the day is also Texas A&M money line. I think that's gonna be my play of the day.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. I mean, Arkansas is just so.
And if I tune into BTL and I see Javon D on Arkansas, I'm gonna be pissed.
Javon D might be on Missouri today. I saw him saying Mizzou Day in all caps.
No,
he might.
Dude.
I mean, he might just be trolling me. So I don't know, but he did say that.
I hope he's trolling you. Genuinely, I hope he's trolling you. Also, Kansas minus 7.5 on the run. It's a little weird.
He said not trolling. It might be Mizzou Day.
Javon, hold on. Javon, when Missouri gets blown out by 30, I'm gonna send you a video of me doing this exactly. My deepest condolences.
For your bank account.
For your bank account after you take the fucking Missouri Tigers. All right, here's the thing. We're going to end every episode with something a little inspirational, something a little positive, because there's a little bit too much negativity going on in this world. All right? We got about 8 minutes, and I got something to say to you guys. All right, first of all, thank you so much for tuning into the first episode of The Morning After. Something I've been thinking about for a long time, something we worked really hard at. Really proud of the first episode, guys. Give it a round of applause. Get a round of applause. We made it. Chat, give yourself a pat on the back. You get to look back in 5 years when this is the biggest show on the internet and go, I was there for the first episode when they talked about Javon Deeb taking the Missouri Tigers against Alabama on the road. But here's the thing, right? End our day with a little positivity, okay? There's a little adage, little story about a Chinese farmer, all right? And it goes like this. There's a Chinese farmer. He's got a son, young son. They're farmers just getting by. Rent's expensive. The weather's not great. They got a brand new horse, though. And the fields, they're plowing the fields. They're planting the fields. They're plowing the fields. It's going great. All of a sudden, the son runs in the door. The dad's a little too old to work. Back doesn't work. The son goes, Dad, the world is over. Our prized horse that I've been plowing the fields with, it just ran away. It's gone. Our life's over. We're not going to be able to pay rent. We're not going to be able to farm. It's over. The dad looks at him and goes, I don't know if this is good or bad. I just can't call it. I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. Son wakes up in the morning. Dad wakes up. Son comes barreling into the dad's room. He goes, Dad, our horses came back and it brought 15 wild horses with him. I got them all in the pen. We just hit the lottery. We're a horse family now. We're going to sell horses. We're going to make millions. The dad looks at son. He goes, listen, I don't know if this is good or bad. I just can't call it. I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. All of a sudden, the dad next day hears a son scream, bursting in pain outside. The dad comes running outside. He's got his cane. He goes, what happened? The son goes, I was trying to break in one of the horses and it kicked me and I think I broke my back. I can't feel my legs. My life's over. I can't help break in these horses. It's done. We're over. We're set. It's chalked. Dad takes him to the doctor. He's sitting there with his son. He goes, son, I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is bad. I just can't call it. Let's see what happens in the morning. Wake up in the morning, the son's in his wheelchair. They don't have great medicine back then, right? This is back when they had samurais. Son's sitting there in his wheelchair. He's got some time on his leg. Thing's fucking in half. Sound of a herd coming over the mountain. And it's the military. They knock on the dad's door. The dad opens the door in his cane. And he goes, listen, we're going to war. We need every able body, every able man. We need your son. And the dad turns around and he looks at his son. He goes, he can't move. He's a cripple. I'm sorry. He can't come with you. I can't help you out. He just broke his back the other day and I'm too old. And the general looks at him and he goes, okay, sounds good. Army leaves. Next day, the whole army died. Right? So when you look back a week, 4 days, you're having the worst day of your life, having the worst betting day of your life. Maybe things aren't going great at work. Things aren't going great in the relationship. Don't call it too early because you never know what's on the other side. Right? Sun started, thought the farm was over, ended up not having to go to war. And guess what? They both get to see each other in the morning. Right? So do me a favor when you wake up every morning. If you're having a bad day, first of all, tune into the show. You won't have a bad day. So I already got you figured out. But listen, do me a favor. Okay? Everyone part of this community, everyone around the world. When you wake up in the morning after you had a bad day yesterday, because I know you're going to have a bad day soon. We're all humans. Don't call it too early, right? You don't know. Even if you're having the best day, don't call it too early, man. Not too high, not too low. So let's attack the day and let's have a great week. It's Tuesday. This has been the first episode of the morning after. Guys, I'm fucking horny. I'm juiced up. I'm horny. Josh and Nick are in the studio looking at me like I got balloons for eyes because I said I'm horny and the only guys in here are Josh and Nick. Everyone's a little scared now, I'll be honest. Listen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you stay and watch the BTL boys, get some good bets, right? And then do yourself a favor, tune into the surgical stream and just fade whatever Trent picks, right? That's how you do your day now. You go morning after into the BTL sharp boys, and then you fade whatever that guy at 2:00 takes. It's whatever he takes, you fade it. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love all of you. Let's go have a great week.